You're just in time for the news on Hope Channel Zambia television that changes lives. Headlines in our news today: Chilenge residents grappling with sewer water allegedly emanating from Old State House. Passengers escape unhurt after a minibus they were in plunged into a drainage system along the Independence Avenue. Government saddened by continued harassment against persons living with albinism, and SMEs urged to operate businesses that will protect the environment. I'll be back with details of these stories plus more. To stay with us.
My wife, bumper harvest. Eh?
Daddy,
I'm telling you.
your new fertilizer. Niamini.
Eh?
Daddy, my
Tell you.
Hello. My instructions. I
went to ETG, and now we are enjoying the benefits of using a blended decompound fertilizer as basil and Kinoplus as top dressing fertilizer instead of urea that we used last year. Now look here. This year, it has given me 4 tons. 4 tons. But last year, it was only 1.8 tons. Kinoplus has given all my crops the nitrogen that I paid for. Wow. It has saved me money. Telling you.
Understanding the difference between soil and crop-specific fertilizers, therein lies strength for Kinoplus blended fertilizers. More value in a bag. Available in the ETG depots countrywide, with a network providing agronomy services to farmers across the country. Kinoplus. Enhanced efficiency through innovation. A product of ETG.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Bright SINKOZI with the details. My sign language interpreter is George KALIMUKWA. Chilenge residents who share boundaries with former First Republican President, the late Dr. Kenneth Kaunda's Chilenge House, now a national monument, otherwise referred to by many as Old State House, have to put up with sewer water allegedly emanating from the Chilenge House. The residents have told Hope News that the challenge of sewer water running through the drainage system has persisted for far too long, and now that the Lusaka Water Storage Company is seemingly ignoring all complaints from residents. Those spoken to say the water, which is stagnant in the drainage system, has put them in very awkward situations as home businesses and gardens are affected, coupled with a strong stench emanating from the drainage. Details are in this report.
Blocked drainage filled with plastic litter and bad odor is what residents of Mapuloto area have been subjected to. Residents complained that the drainage that contains sewer water from Old State House was constructed to help reduce floods in the area during the rain season, but has instead become a holding place for disease outbreak.
Ngani time ya rain season vikonekera mmayadi cause ma drainages ya sia na join hapa kutia vikazipita vikazienda ma drainage ya kula ya mapeleka ku mabombe kapani kutuko ku ma drainage. Hii problem ya tivu tamayezi na mayezi ndabaso hapa benzi wanafuasurura vatamonga viyuma kutiti ambokiri namo vambochoka futi vima chokera mu Old State House. So bakamba mukabafunza TI line ya Old State House ni same line na Maina Soko. Nda kudala mwenzo bakafuasura wenzo tosa vima blanketi, vima godonu. Manja pastizi watu problem nchani. Have problem ni ya kudala. Sizi watu government, zati tandiza branch. Ndawa madrenage tima kilina tewene socha beta piangamo. Siembekeza bakanso, but yeve nkani ya suwa. Kulibe muntu anga fikilini. Funika baru saka ndo water and swage bati wa mirako ma drainage ya.
Blocked toilets also contribute to the disaster of these drainages as they easily fill up in a space of at least 2 weeks, and council help only comes at a space of at least 2 weeks from the time the problem is reported.
Kuno kuchilenje matoileti tavutika yafasa every after 2 weeks. Ukaenda kusturi chite report ku council it takes another 2 weeks kutwa afasulie full vani maone so matoileti ativuta mungu. Niye program tikachita report vazibwela mangu afasurura hivi ni matenda ni mwaona hapa matoileti kufasa. Nivo fasa paka uko ningala ko nivo fasa. Vafasa vankala almost 1 month nivo fasa hivi.
Residents have, however, pleaded for quick help response from council as the sewer water poses a threat to human health. Reporting for Hope News, Rejoice Mokoma.
A number of passengers on board a local minibus this morning escaped unhurt after the bus they were in plunged into a drainage system along Independence Avenue near the High Court in Lusaka. At the time the Hope News crew arrived on the accident scene, passengers were already put in an alternative bus headed into town. The visibly calm driver told Hope News that his bus lost brakes, and in an attempt to avoid hitting on other vehicles that were waiting for their turn on the traffic lights headed in the same direction as him, he forced the bus off the road and ended up in the drainage. The driver said, fortunately, no fatalities were recorded. By broadcast time, traffic officers were on the scene and have charged the driver with careless driving. Details are in this report.
Scores of Lusaka residents watched helplessly after the driver of this heist bus registration number AIC 2756 lost control and found himself into a drainage with passengers on board. This incident happened on Lusaka's Independence Avenue Road at the traffic lights near the Supreme Court roundabout. Luckily, no fatalities were recorded. According to the driver, the brakes failed him while driving towards the traffic lights. One of the passengers is still amazed on how God preserved their lives.
We were just fine and on the way, and then I don't know what happened. I just heard people screaming, and when I looked, I saw the bus was moving off the road, and from there I really don't know what happened. We were in this accident, and people had to help us out to come out. That's all I remember. It was full. It was a full. I saw one man bleeding, but I don't know where he is now.
An eyewitness narrates what transpired.
I just saw it, coming out from the main road. So it just went into the drainage. So according to the driver was saying, the vehicle lost brakes. So I failed to go straight. I was fearing to bash a lot of cars. So I decided to balance into a drainage. Just like that. But no one is dead. Everyone is okay.
By broadcast time, traffic officers were on the scene. In a twinkling of an eye, bus drivers from Civic Center towed the bus from the drainage with their muscles, leaving traffic officers in shock after making efforts of calling for a toiling vehicle. Esnat Sikazwa, Hope News, Lusaka.
Residents of Chilenje's Mapoloto area are living in fear following an influx of notorious gang of young people, commonly known as junkies, who are terrorizing the area. The residents say the junkies are harassing members of the public in the area, especially in the evening and early in the morning, which they have described as a risk and a threat to their peace. They have called on authorities to build a police post in the area, which they believe will scare the junkies, as the nearest police station is in the far southern part of Chilenje, which is not easy to access. Meanwhile, Challenge B school pupils are on the receiving end of the said junkies, as they are always harassed early in the morning, with others robbed of their school shoes and school bags. And unfortunately, the Hope News crew was harassed by the junkies when they attempted to pass near their chilling place where drugs are openly sold.
Some suspected gangs, commonly known as junkies, are allegedly terrorizing residents of Chilenge Township in Lusaka. The residents narrated that junkies have invaded their peace as they grab goods from them.
These junkies, at least now, they're gone. They usually found, there's a place here where they found early in the morning, in the afternoon, found them just smoking. At night, we can't even leave things outside. They are scared. So it's sometimes reported to the police to say, there are junkies. Sometimes they can come, even these deck people, they come here. Once they are caught, it's 2 days, they are released, they are coming back again.
Ngawashafe mbawula panse ulesangana basenda. Konse fyo kwasha panse ulesangana basenda. Tatula ikala muya hapa mwala basanga bati. Epa station yao. Tuwa pepele fyamba. Na fifwa ka finefi bashita tifya mababu balesanga babu ya ile aka ba toba babu la moto tupa utotama. Basenda bya fine bambu kupepe. Muntu ende fyo bushukuma. Ule umwakazi kuti api 20 hours ile kwana ulingiro kwikala munganda waisala kono kuisala.
Kudala muno mu Zambia kwenze kwa sport for all masowera yaonze kwenzo kama games yo siyana bana benzo pesa kabali busy bali bati ama trainer batita cyane manje vonse bubinasira so bana baona kwati bebaganiza vakuti bakazipepa ma drugs vima chamba vevo vima cocaine vebachitaona kamwanga ndiye life otherwise iyeve mwandi ni problem stiza mwamne bazachitandizira ba government otherwise problem even ikulu so aba bana wakutingane bangono ngani bakazi ngaenda ku school kusensene ufunika bomperekeza.
This school bag of a grade 7 pupil got torn as she tried to save it from the junkies.
Tense apa pachi miss pope tense nda ku school babwa ndonsa bag abwa ngambika a few days ago nzofuna atenge venze bag skamboenda ku school amambo speakish
venzeli munga one of their majanki wanabamba na pa school batu so vile vox wanamba moze na babwila bambili then wanakumana pa miss po sunde pena na menyanana kuna buya na maskuzi yenangu wanabomenyana pe pa libala pa Challenge secondary wanaboba bwela na pa school patu so tengana majani kilo ina buya nkala almost 3 days ya face na minyani ya sekunsa na minyani then ya thende pa na minyani so kwanza kubisa mawiponi pansi pa miala so when angwa na chitu weze na injuries ukso.
The Hope Channel news crew was also harassed and almost had their phones grabbed from them as they were covering a story. Mebo Chitimbiti, Hope News in Lusaka.
Now, Acting Minister of Community Development and Social Welfare, Collins Nzovu, says government is saddened by the challenges people with albinism have continued to face in the country, among which ritual killings have proven to be a major source of concern. In a speech read on his behalf by Director, Social Welfare in the Ministry of Community Development, Nelson Nyangu, the minister said government is determined to address these challenges, looking at the swift effort security wings are putting in place to arrest all perpetrators of such indecent acts. He has since urged security wings to continue on that trajectory. He said the new Dawn administration is also alive to the fact that persons with albinism endure discrimination due to their skin color as well as their disability. And therefore, gatherings like today's government and give government an opportunity to liaise with other stakeholders in a bid to protect the rights and freedoms of persons with albinism. He said Zambia passed a landmark treaty that guarantees the rights of persons living with with albinism to education, employment, health care, and other essential services. The minister was speaking during the commemoration of the World Albinism Awareness Day in Lusaka today.
I'm deeply concerned about the recent incidents of violence against persons with albinism in Zambia. Over the past years, we have witnessed several cases where persons with albinism have been abducted, attacked, and tragically killed. These incidences are a source of shame for our country, and they must come to an end forthwith. I want to commend the security wings for their swift response to these incidences. They have arrested several suspects and their dedicated efforts to bring the perpetrators to justice. I urge the security wings to maintain their vigilance and continue to protect persons with albinism. Persons with albinism also endure discrimination due to their skin color and face discrimination on both disability and color. Celebrations such as the International Albinism Awareness Day help us find ways to make society inclusive for people with albinism and other forms of disabilities. It is for this reason that the new Dawn administration is committed to protecting the rights of persons with albinism. In 2011, Zambia ratified the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, UNCRPD, a landmark treaty that guarantees the rights of persons with disabilities to education, employment, health care, and other essential services. It also prohibits discrimination against persons with disabilities in all areas of life. Zambia also passed Persons with Disability Act No. 6 of 2012, which provides further protection for the rights of persons with disabilities. The Persons with Disability Act prohibits discrimination against persons with disabilities in employment, education, and other areas of life. It also provides for the provision of services and support to persons with disability. On the African Disability Protocol, please take note, Zambia is seriously studying and consulting stakeholders on this important protocol, and sooner rather than later, we'll set up a platform or a roadmap for its ratification in Zambia. Thank you so much. So, government is also actively working to raise awareness on albinism.
You are watching the news on Hope Channel Zambia just now. Let's take a break. More stories on the other side. Do stay with us.
There is nothing quite like the thrill of catching your own fish. And at Papino Investments, we bring that experience to you. Papino Investments, the home of live fish, has everything you need to make your meals unforgettable.
It has a different taste, and that is why I enjoy coming to this place.
From live fish that you can catch for yourself to smoked fish, just chickens and beef, we have a wide range of products that will satisfy your shopping needs. And if you're looking for something else, we have a wide range of groceries to choose from, including Hope Channel decorders. At Papino Investments, payment is easy. You can pay with cash or use our mobile money services. Visit us today at Robert's Fish and Veggies Building, Chilenge Market, Lusaka, or call us at 0955 108708 or 0976 543822 or 0965 691909. Papino Investments, the home of live fish.
Ignite your June with Topstar. Catch the best of Chipolopolo, series plus many more for only 160 kwacha. Antenna Classic OD Smart. Witness Zambia's Chipolopolo senior team host the Elephants of Ivory Coast on the 17th of June at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in the crucial AFCON qualification match, live at 15 hours on World Football. On the same day, don't miss the must-watch Lesotho versus Comoros, live at 16 hours on Sports Live. Life, and all the other CAF AFCON 2023 qualifiers from the 14th to the 20th of June on ST Sports channels. There is more. Continue to follow the best of series daily on Novella E+, and don't miss the premiere of the new Thai series, The Wife, on the 24th of June, every day at 20:40 hours, plus all the latest of Indian movies and series. Subscribe now. Topstar. Enjoy digital life.
The Zambia Adventist Publishing House, ZAP, wishes to inform its esteemed customers, churches, conferences and fields that the distribution of the 2023 third and fourth quarter Bible study guides and other books will commence on the 14th of June 2023. ZAP invites you to join the distribution events to get your copies of these precious resources. The distribution events will run as follows. South Zambia Conference from the 14th to the 23rd of June 2023. Copper Belt Zambia Conference from the 14th to the 22nd of June 2023. Luapula Zambia Conference from the 15th to the 22nd of June 2023. And Northwestern Zambia Conference. The team will be in Solwezi on the 18th of June 2023. These books will enhance your understanding of Scripture and provide practical insights that will transform your life. So please mark your calendars and join to get your copy of these books. For details, call ZAP on 0973 714242 or 0977 891095. Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. The Minister of Green Economy and Environment, Collins Nzovu, has called on women, small and medium enterprise business owners and youths to get fully involved in the fight against climate change through running businesses that will protect the environment. Speaking at the official opening of the two-day training workshop on accelerating success for SMEs, women and youths in carbon markets, the minister said government will continue to ensure that the fight against climate change yields results for the intended beneficiaries. Meanwhile, Bank of Zambia Governor Dr. Danny Kalyaria said the link between carbon markets and the economy is significant and that the transition to a low-carbon economy will not only help mitigate climate change, but also create new avenues for growth, innovation, and investment. He further said the inclusion of women, the youth, and SMEs in championing the carbon market will go a long way in fostering a sustainable green economy. And Zambia Industrial Commercial Bank, ZICB Chief Executive Director, Dr. Ignatius Mwanza, said the capacity building program is imperative because it emphasizes on the crucial role that women, SMEs and youths play in the transition to a low-carbon economy, as it recognizes their potential and as powerful agents of change and catalysts for innovation.
In recent years, Zambia has been experiencing adverse impacts of climate change, including an increase in the frequency and severity of seasonal droughts, occasional dry spells, increased temperatures in valleys, flash floods, and changes in the growing season. When you look at all the parameters from the meteorological department, the data there, clearly there's a change in our climate. Furthermore, climate changes have led to significant electricity shortages as Zambia's electricity system is dominated by hydropower. To avert the impacts of climate change, there's therefore need to develop effective adaptation policies and invest in climate resilient technologies. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while climate change affects everyone, it does not affect everyone equally. Vulnerability to climate change is made worse by inequality and marginalization linked to gender, ethnicity, low income, and other social and economic factors. When solutions to climate change address these realities, they are more effective. This is where women come in. We need women in all their diversity involved at all levels, from climate negotiators to boardrooms to forests and fields, especially in sectors and regions hit hard by the ravages of climate change. Suffice to indicate that indigenous women and youths, in particular, have been at the forefront of environmental conservation and have invaluable knowledge and expertise that can help build resilience and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. By including more women in climate action, we can create a more sustainable and equitable future for all.
The link between carbon markets and the economy is very significant. The transition to a low-carbon economy not only helps mitigate climate change, but also creates new avenues for growth, innovation, and investment. The pricing of carbon emissions creates market-based mechanisms for incentivizing businesses to adopt cleaner technologies, invest in renewable energy, as well as enhancing energy efficiency. It also presents vast opportunities that can be exploited by entrepreneurs and foster the involvement of youths, women, and small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs.
And finally, in our news, Zambia Revenue Authority, ZRA Commissioner General Kingsley Chanda says civil society organizations play a critical role in the developmental agenda of the country through their concerted efforts to offer checks and balances, as well as providing alternative policy solutions to government and government institutions. Speaking when he officiated at the stakeholders meeting with civil society organizations in Zambia at Lusaka's Taj Pamodzi Hotel, the Commissioner General said it is in this vein that the Commission has sought to partner with CSOs to ensure that the country has access to correct information regarding tax in an effort to make work easier for everyone. Mr. Chanda further reiterated that he is confident that this partnership will go a long way in promoting voluntary tax compliance in Zambia, and further stated that the Commission expects a reduction in the existing information gap on tax matters across the country.
So it pleases me to be part of this engagement between ZRA and representatives from the civil society organization. As you are aware, civil society organizations are known to be a key ingredient of any growth process. As civil society organizations, you are an important information source to both citizens and the government. You play a key role in holding institutions such as the Zambia Revenue Authority accountable in execution of our mandate. Your advocacy and alternative solutions to policy only work to uphold acceptable society practices. And for us, we welcome such interaction and feedback from stakeholders such as civil society organizations. This is why today ZRA is committing to strengthening collaboration with the country's civil society organizations. We will seek a deeper relationship with organizations represented here this morning and work together with you so that we enhance domestic revenue mobilization for Zambia. So rather than making it a once-off meeting, we do have a number of meetings with key stakeholders on a quarterly basis, and we'll add engagement with the civil society organizations as one of the quarterly activities so that we update each other on the various areas of concern. From ZRA side, we provide information and also we hear from you in terms of areas of interest. So we are confident that together, ZRA and civil society organizations will encourage voluntary tax compliance among the Zambian taxpayers. This collaboration is also expected to reduce any information gap about taxation that may exist among stakeholders. We want to speak the same language and formulate common approach to issues at local and most importantly at global level.
Let's recap on stories that made headlines. Chilenge residents grappling with sewer water allegedly emanating from Old State House. Passengers escape unhurt after a minibus they were in plunged into the drainage along Independence Avenue this morning. Government saddened by continued harassment against persons living with disability, and SMEs urged to operate businesses that will protect the environment. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Bright SINKOZI on behalf of the entire studio and production team, not forgetting our correspondents across the country. My sign language interpreter was George KALIMUKWA. God bless as you keep watching Hope Channel Zambia, television that changes lives. From all of us, it's bye for now.